everybody, and welcome to the live stream. I'm just so excited about the chameleon pour I'm going to be doing today. So hopefully, as users are coming in, maybe you could drop a little hello and where you're from in the comments. That'd be great. I've got the table all set up here and ready to go. This is going to be a chameleon pour, and I tried one in the past with limited success, but I'm really excited about this one today. And oh, I see, let's see if we can see who's saying hi here. Hi, Geraldine, how are you? Nice to talk to you today, or I guess nice to live stream with you today. And then we have Janet here. So I don't know if you've ever seen a chameleon pour, but there's a guy named JMO. He does them all the time, and he is like the king of them. And I've watched, I don't even know how many. And I did one that I ended up resining, which was pretty good. So I'm hoping that this one's even better. I'm going to show you while we're waiting for everybody to come on what it will be, but let's see here. Let's see. So what I did, I'm going to do this. I'm going to call it the fiery jewel because I'm using like these like fuchsia colors. Hopefully what's going to happen because the paints are going to mix. That's the thing. You start out in fluid art, you start out with one color and then it becomes many other colors as the paints start to mix together. But the goal is not to have brown, at least in my world. Muddy is not good. So, so we're going to do this kind of molten orchid, I'm going to call it. And here's my color list right here. Let's move this a little bit. This is the color list in case you want to take a picture of it. Now I'm using all colors that I had on hand. I've got like these, I can make up my own paint pretty easily. So these are all that's mixed with these is regular Floetrol, not Australian Floetrol. So it's just the paint, Floetrol, and a little bit of water if I need it to get it to the right consistency. Let's take a look over at the table. We'll go out to this one. So this is the table I've got set up, and you can see I've got these really, really bright colors. So it's going to be fun to see what they do. And hopefully we'll actually get the chameleon cells. I don't know, but we're going to give it a try. Let me get over to that table so we can get going. And then at the end, I'll answer questions. So let me get up over there a minute. Got to turn everything on over there. All right, so here we are. Okay. And yeah, if you have questions, I'll answer them at the end. So let me switch my glasses so that I can see better. I got the crazy eyes. So, all right, let's see here. So first things first, so we're going to do a chameleon pour. And these are my colors. I've got, let's see, this is liquid text. We've got Pyroli orange. Let's see, I'll just go through them. They're on the screen, so I won't go through each one again. But let me lay them out here so I can do them in the right order. I've got a plan for this. We're going to put them all in this cup, and then we're going to dump the cup, and then we're going to make our cells. And a little shout out, I think my granddaughters are going to be watching this later on the live stream. So if they do, hello, Olivia. Hello, Margot. Hello, Rachel. Hello, Chris. Okay, so let's see. First things first, let's see. One thing I need. All right, so the first thing that I did was I put gesso on here. So this is a record, and it's, one that nobody wanted. So it had scratches on it. So we're going to paint on it and make it better. It is Connie Francis and the Jordanaires. But it was so scratched up that I got it at a garage sale for $1. So we're going to paint on it. So let's start with that. And let me get over here so we can see it better. And then also what I did was I did gesso on there. So you can see this. This is clear gesso, and I put it on. And let me just see here. Go to our close-up a minute. Looks like we've got Janet's comment on there. Let me fix that a minute so that it's not showing the whole time. Let's see here if that worked. No, that didn't work. Let me try something else. Just so that we don't have to have that for our whole thing. There we go. All right. Sorry, Janet, but I took your comment off. All right, here we go. So we did gesso. I've got coconut milk, which I'm going to use. This is what I'm hoping to get the cells with. So this is hair serum, nourishing anti-breakage system by Ogilvy, I think it is. All right, so that's what we're going to do. And then I've also got some toothpicks here that I'm going to use. And the first thing that we want to do, I check to make sure this is level, because big worry there. If it's not level, your paint's going to slide off anyway, and it's not going to work. So if you're doing this, make sure you've got a level surface, okay? And then our next step is going to be to load up our cup with colors. So I think I'll go in a little closer so we can see the colors going in. Actually, maybe this is better. Okay, so first of all, this is quinacridone magenta. It's going to be our first color in. And I'm actually kind of pouring it down the side. Not kind of. I'm pouring it down the side on purpose because of the way I want these colors to layer in. All right, next up, Pyroli Orange. This is going to be so beautiful. I want it to lay on top, but I'm purposely not just pouring it on top because then it'll just fall to the bottom and we'll have a muddy mess. Okay, Diox Purple by Liquitex. So I'm going to pour it down the same little hole here, in the same column, I should say. All right. Next up is DecoArt Gold, 24 karat gold. Now, I'm hoping I got enough paint here. I think I do. Hopefully the gold's not going to take over, but it might. If this doesn't work, it's okay. It's just a record. All right, next up is this little piggy, Fairy Floss. I'm going to turn it this way so you can see it going in. There we go. You can see that. Ooh, it's coming along. All right, next up is Brulee by this little piggy. So again, we're going to pour it in down the side. If my granddaughters are watching this later, they'll have a big laugh because when I was learning, starting fluid art, they were there. Now this one, and they know how many things I wrecked at their house. Okay, this one is just a little bit of Liquitex Payne's Gray, and I just want kind of like a thin ribbon of it. I don't want too much. All right, and then the last color here is going to be, this is Amsterdam Pearl White. Okay, all right. That looks like enough paint. We're gonna see. If not, we'll know it. All right, so I'm gonna pour this. Let me get a wide angle shot so you can see this. Now, I could just quick dump it, but that's gonna go everywhere, so we don't want that. So what I'm gonna do is sort of cheat here and start with it over the top. I wanna pour it right in the middle. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Ooh. Ooh, let's see. So we're just going to let it sit for a few minutes, at least 10 to 15 seconds. And oh, look at me. Here I am. I'm watching all the paint go down, flow down. It's going to be beautiful. Look at that. You can already see we're getting some shine and shimmer. That this little piggy, that will help cause that. So that's really, really beautiful. Wow. Okay, so next step up, I'm gonna lift this up. Oh, I don't want to, it just looks so beautiful. But I think all the paint has come down. Here we go. There we go. Look at that. Ooh, hoo, hoo, beautiful. Look at that. Wow, gorgeous. All right, so it's not covering the whole thing yet. We're going to do that next. We're just going to gently move it out to the edges. I'm not going to spin this, and I don't want to do too much to it because I want to keep as much paint as I can right now. Shout out to JMO, who's really perfected this. If you haven't seen his channel yet, it's JMO. Wow, this has got this like copper look to it. Look at that. Wow. Okay, let's get some paint going this way. I tried to be careful and not use too much paint here because you know me, I tend to really, really use too much. Okay, let's widen it out a little bit so you can see it here a little better. Boy, I really love that around the edges. That's really nice. Okay. This is going to be gorgeous. Let's get our paint all moving down. Okay. We're going to want paint all across it. Now, I want to thin it slightly, but not too much because we really need the cells to be growing on it, or how do I want to say, maybe growing isn't the way. We want our chameleon cells to pop on it. All right, just a little bit more. I'm trying not to spin it. You know me, I love to spin. Okay, there we go. All right. I think that's pretty good. We'll give it like one little tiny spin just because I want to. Okay, get off there. Right there. I want to make sure that gets covered. Okay. So far, I like it like it is. I don't know about you, but I really like it like it is. I don't even want a chameleon cell pop on it. All right, so I've got some of this coconut milk, and I'm just going to put it on a little piece of paper near it and dip in it. So here we go. So I'm going to dip my little toothpick in it. You can't really see that. I'm going to start right in the middle, and I'm going to do one little poke. And I think what I'm going to do, I can't even see where I'm poking. Come on, cells. Let's see what happens. Let's do a close-up so we can see. All right, I can't even see where I'm putting these little cells. But he says to use this coconut, I think he says coconut milk, or it might be another one. Let's see what happens. They say not to do too much, but I really want to. So far, do I have any cells? I have cells anyway, which is really weird, but I really want to see these cells pop up. And so far, maybe my paint is too thick. It's nothing's popping. What's popping? Nothing yet. Oh my gosh. Come on. Yeah. I do see like a tiny little bit. Maybe we got to spin it a little bit and get some more of the paint to come off. We're going to double spin here, everything. And I can see where I'm putting the coconut milk, but oh, yeah, maybe it is doing something. It's hard to tell. Okay, well, let's just do some more. We'll do the bigger end. Let's try that. Okay, so we're going to just do... Okay. I have a feeling this might be a dud. Okay, let's see. Hopefully not. So I think with JMO, one of the things he's, sometimes people use silicone. I'm using this hair product, and he might have changed since I took his little online class. I mean, this is looking pretty cool and something is happening. Let's see here. I think I can go even more cells. See? I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess stuff is happening. Maybe the gold has really taken over. Let's go over here where we can see if something's happening. Let's fill in over here so we can see better right there. Try right here. Oh, there. I think we can see it better. Oh, yeah. It's making gold cells going this way. Now they are coming up. Can you see them here? Look at right here. It is working. I was hoping for more like I'm going to say like a little bit of a fiery look, or like the gold, but we'll see. It's doing something. Well, this is exciting. This makes me want to try different colors on another one. Oh, see them? They're coming. They're coming. I'm doing it. Now, I think he says not to use too much of this, but that's really what I really want to do. I want to use too much. Okay. Okay. I can see I'm getting cells. See how the color's coming up from down below? So that's pretty cool. Let's try here. Not too bad. I'm making it. I'm doing it. Look, these are coming up on their own, and I haven't even done anything over there yet. All right, let's try over here. Let's move this a little bit so we can see it a little better. I mean, it's made its own cells, which is kind of interesting. I can see them now. Try some more. This is kind of fun. Reminds me of art class where I should not have fooled around. I'd know how to do art better, but I did fool around in art class. Okay. Look at that, you guys. Oh my gosh. This is actually pretty cool. See? Let's keep going. I'm just dipping it in every once in a while now. I'm dipping it. And I'm going to go right through where all these cells are already made and make my own. I'm just cleaning it off between dips. Pretty cool. I love this. This is really coming along. I can see this little piggy now. Let me spin it so you can see it better in case you can't see it. Okay. You can see here's where I did, right here. And I started over here. And I think I kind of want to skip these because it feels like there's already a cell, but I'm going to do them anyway. So it's going to make cells and cells and cells. Oh, it's really coming along. That's really cool. I really like the colors. They're surprising me. You can tell right where I did, right there. And then these have color, but they're not exactly what I'm trying to get. So we're going to kind of override them, I guess, maybe here. Let's keep going. Interesting. In all of his videos, he says not to use too much of the hair oil or the silicone oil. See? Good thing I switched my glasses because I don't know where I am on this. It all looks alike to me right now. Cool. Look at that. Can you see? Hopefully you can see. So that's really cool. I did there. I'm coming this way around. You can see I haven't done this section yet, but it is making these cool cells. Look at that. Wow. Look at that on a record album. Wow. Very, very cool. Let's go in a little closer and put a few more on here. I've got a little dish of this stuff next to me. Okay. If you have questions and you hang around when I'm done here, I'll answer them for you. If I can answer them. Who knows if I even can. Okay, so let's keep going. This is not what I expected. I didn't expect so many cells before I even started, like for it to be making all these other cells. I kind of thought there'd be just nothing there, but sure enough. And I will spin it a little bit, and that's, I think, going to make the cells bigger. Let's do a little more. I'm going to need some more of this coconut oil. It's very interesting how this works. For just being hair oil doing this. Now I did hear that if you want to resin a piece like this, you have to clean it really well before you resin it. There's some tricks to it. Otherwise, when you put the resin on, it's not going to stick very well because of the hair gel or the hair oil. A little more to go. So you can see we've come this way around. We have this section left that we haven't done. Let's go in really, really close so you can see them. It looks crazy, doesn't it? Like, not what I expected. Okay, a little bit more. Probably going to get myself messed up when I'm going to go the other way. Oh, I really like it. I don't love the orange over here. I think I could have maybe skipped the orange, but sometimes you just got to put that pyroli orange in and see what happens. Oops, I'm going too heavy on the oil. I cannot wait to see how this comes out. I might have to look at how to do this again. I'm just kind of dipping it. I'm trying to dip it in the top without going too far into the paint. I think I missed there. Okay, wow, it's coming. A little more. If you're new to fluid art and doing things like this, welcome. I kind of am too. I haven't been doing it that long. And but I'm learning something by watching these channels where they do it, and then I try to do it. Doesn't always work. But hey, you gotta have courage and try new things, right? And if you're retired like me, or, you know, on the older side, you don't want to just sit around, you're gonna rust, right? When you're resting, you're rusting. If you just sit there, let's keep going. Oh, that one didn't work so good. Look at that. Almost got it. Let's see. Boy, they're growing as we go here. I wonder what happens when you put a cell in a cell in a cell. I can really see the oil sitting up on top. But I think I've got it all. Maybe just a few more right here. Very cool. Look at that. This part I could do without, but maybe that's going to come off when I spin it a little bit. Let's just give it a tiny spin. See what happens here. But the cells should like keep growing and get more outlined. I can see they've got an outline to them. Look at that. Very, very cool. I think it's working, you guys. See, did I miss anywhere? Let me look. Maybe right here. Let me try that. I feel like I missed right here. That's cool. And I could probably do a little more here. Paint feels a little thinner right there. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Look at that. They're still expanding. Let's do a little bit more spinning. There is a lot of paint on it and it's going to crack if I don't move some of it off. But maybe I can give it a little more time too. I love this dark side that's appearing over here. And the orange is sort of changing now. That's interesting. It's getting a little more palatable over here. Really pretty. This one cell here, let's see if I can make a cell in a cell here. I want to see if I can get these to be a little more pronounced, but they're really pretty. Okay, I can't stop. All right, wow. Okay, another spin. See how much is on here. That is really cool. I like how you got some dark rows here as this dark color is coming in. And over time, it's still going. It's still growing. Let's get some here. I don't really see too much paint coming off it. Maybe a little bit. If I spin it too much, though, I think we're going to lose definition. So I don't want to do that. This is really cool. Really cool. All right, I'm going to go back over to my chair a minute here. Well, actually, let's stop right here and let's move it over to the drying table. Let me feel how it's doing. Oh, does it have a lot of paint on it? Let's see. It's actually, surprisingly, doesn't have too much paint on it. This is really cool. Let me put it up so you can see it. Look at this. Is that cool? I'm going to take it over to my drying area so we can get a good picture of it. Let's see it over here in a different light. Look at that. Wow. Interesting. I'm going to give it a little time now to kind of see what it does. And let me come over to the table so I can talk with you. Let's just let that sit for a minute and see what happens. I'll come over and sit at my table and chat with you a minute. Let's see what we've got here. Okay. That's what we've been doing. Let's go over to here. There we go. All right, let me check and see if we have any more comments. Who else is here? Oh, okay, better late than never. Hi, Marie. Marie, you're going to be so happy to see that I use gesso on these. After I talked with you yesterday, I was like, what? I must have some of that gesso. So I actually gessoed the record before I did it. So, oh, I see you're better Kate than never. That's really good. Better late than never. Oh, that's awesome. That's really good. Yeah, so let's take a look at it again. Let's take a look at how it's looking over there. Does anybody have any comment or any questions as we're going along here? Wow, look at that. So, yeah, surprising, isn't that? I wonder if I can get a better shot of that for you. Let me try to get a better shot of that for you. Look at that. It looks like it's almost a little maybe muddy. I haven't decided yet if it's too muddy or what's happening with it. Let's see if I can move it a little bit. So it did make the chameleon cells. I would say, you know, maybe over time they're going to get better. They're not super definitive. I might have to change on my next try to use maybe paint that's a little bit thicker, because this paint was on the thicker side and you can see that did really well. This little piggies, which were thinner, then those struggled a little more. But I really like this. And you can't see it as good as I can from the side, but it is really, really nice. Let's see if I can get a side shot of it for you. Let's see if I can get. Yeah, so we'll try that and see. But yeah, it's really cool. Let's see if I can get to it. There we go. So that one's down a little lower and you can really see the edges of it. So I'm really happy with how that came out. I mean, I'm pretty happy with that. I don't know what you guys think of it. What do you think? What do you think, you guys? Any thoughts? Oh, man. All right. Well, I'm glad that you guys joined me, and I hope that my granddaughters can come on and see too. That's really nice. That was really fun to do. But I'm going to jump off this live stream, so I'll see you guys later. And oh, let's take a look at the lake before I go. Nothing exciting happening there, is there? Nice and quiet. Not like the guy who rode by on his bike yesterday. If you watched yesterday's video that I put up, a guy rode his bike across. So, but anyways, thanks for joining, you guys. I'll see you later. I'm out of here. Take care. Bye.